You're gonna love this. An uncommon today, I'm gonna be teaching my kiddos how to make a wonderful meal. It's gonna include a little thing that we all like to call tacos. That's right, we're gonna make beans and rice as well. Not your traditional beans, just some, well, traditional refried canned beans, okay? You got some seasonings out on display that we're gonna be utilizing, all right? Some fresh cilantro. We're also gonna do some pico de gallo. So we got some fresh jalapenos from our neighbors. We've got some Roma tomatoes, lime, fresh ingredients are key. Here it comes. All right, guys, here's another quick tip. I've already added oil here. We're gonna get some, we got some onions chopped, all right? And we've also got some garlic coming out, a little more onions. What I like to do, go ahead and use the edge of the blade that you may have just used for your onions. It just helps when you're having to do a myriad of dishes with a bunch of kiddos. So, quick tip, use the back of your knife to scoop out the garlic. All right, and Jay Lee is stirring here. Go ahead and zoom in on those garlic and onions there. So you've got a pan warming up. One's gonna be for the hamburger meat for our tacos, that's right. And this one over here is gonna be for our Spanish rice. We did add a little bit of salt and pepper. Do you want that seasoning with the fresh ingredients of the garlic and the onions? Now we are beginning some pico de gallo, which includes onions, tomatoes, cilantro, and jalapenos.
I'm going to narrate my sister stirring the rice, and my name is Josh. Okay, so now she's stirring the rice. Nice, perfect form. And yeah, we'll show you guys when it's all done.
Sprinkle in some cilantro.
Just added that in. It's very nice.
Cilantro.
Nice tomatoes in there. We're gonna add some water here in just a moment. Jaylee, can you get the 2 cups measured out?
Okay, now we have just added the 2 cups of water to the rice. Now we're putting in, what is this?
This is tomato bouillon with chicken flavor, in español caldo de tomate con sabor de pollo, with some Goya adobo all-purpose seasoning. Garlic Lowry's, one of my faves. Don't be shy.
Now we just stir it around. Make sure all the seasonings are mixed into the rice.
Here's the other tip too. What does your water taste like? If it tastes good, your rice will too. So now we're working with some jalapenos. Cut the edges off, cut off the tip, and then you're gonna scoop that out. I usually like to do it in the sink right away. You don't want those seeds in there. And if there's anything left, what I always like to do is rinse it. Okay.
Well, I saw you like.
So earlier I mentioned how I prefer to do this in the sink. This is why, because then all the seeds go right down the drain and you can quickly rinse off the vegetables.
Rico opening the can. And then we're gonna add it to the caramelized onions. Add the beans to some of these caramelized onions right here.
Instead of butter.
Okay, so just put on some music, and then we just added the tomatoes to the meat and everything, and it really brings out a unique flavor. We also put in the cilantro.
Haley has begun to fold the food, taking it from the bottom to the top, and this is what we call browning the meat. Just like with the rice, we're gonna brown the rice a little bit before we start cooking it. And that's what we're working on right now. This is gonna be so yummy, I can already taste it. So Mommy's surprises, she got home early. JV's working on some tomatoes. Draco's looking super cool with the blue hair dancing out. He's our hype man. And Josh is gonna work on some lettuce here. And I'll be back. I'm gonna go pick up some drinks. We've just completed the pico de gallo with Roma tomatoes, jalapenos, onions, a little bit of oil, some seasoning, including garlic salt, some Goya salt, a little bit of regular salt. So basically a bunch of salt because there's a lot of jalapenos. This is hot. All right. And we added a dash of oil, stir. And now it's time to enjoy. Look at those colors. Did I mention fresh cilantro? Mm. Mm. You're gonna love this. We picked up this awesome taco holster is what I call it. Makes it super convenient to load the tacos with meat, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes. If you don't have one, find one. We were fortunate in the grilling section at, believe it or not, Walmart. So keep looking. So pico de gallo is a little spicy, does have jalapenos in it. So I just served a few tacos, half of them with regular tomatoes. And then for those that do want to put on the pico de gallo, we'll have that choice. We also have sour cream, and we're ready to serve. Hope you've enjoyed this video and that it can be an inspiration to you to cook and enjoy life with your kiddos too. Okay, another tip to make your beans full of flavor, bacon fat. So every time you cook bacon, make sure that you are putting it into a jar because it adds incredible flavor to most Mexican meals, especially beans.